Got the lineup, as you guys can see. Main focus tonight is this car right here, guys. Kind of hard to see it, but this is a 9th gen SI, which is turbocharged. So I'm gonna be getting a ride in this thing tonight. Makes about 420 horsepower-ish. And yeah, stay tuned, guys. We have Brian right here. Brian, say what's good.
What's happening? Out
here in Maryland. So why don't you tell them a little bit about your setup? I know you're turboed right now. Let's get into some details though, like.
It's 2015 Civic Si, stock internals, stock trans, max speed kit, comp 60, 62 turbo.
Yep.
CRL fuel return, and then 1000cc injectors, Deutschwerks 65C pump, RBC swap.
Nice.
Stock throttle body, and I literally have a stage 4 eBay clutch that's been holding.
Nothing wrong with eBay parts. Let's pop the hood. Let's pop the hood for these guys just so we could see a little bit more. Dude, look at those things, huh? Look at this. You guys can see he's got the RBC right there. Got his blow-off valve, all his piping, wastegate, turbo. You can't really see the turbo because it's on the back side of the motor, which sucks.
Right here, 6 inches down.
Yep. And you did all this yourself, pretty much, the whole job yourself.
Everything done to this car, clutch, bags, the turbo kit, all done in my driveway.
I respect that, man. How much are we looking at for a price, if you don't mind me asking? Like
all together, or
for this build? Yeah, for the whole build.
12 or 13,000.
It's fun, right? At the end of the day?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna get a ride. This is my first time in a boosted 9th gen, so I'm really gonna see what this thing does and see how it compares to the 8th gens that have been boosted that I've been in. So stay tuned. Let's go take it for a rip. Really loving the underglow right now. It's like the Fast and the Furious days. Oh boy.
You gotta roll the underglow off?
Look at this. I know, right? It stick out a little bit too much.
It's illegal in Maryland.
Really?
Yeah.
Remember, stupid, you have to drive this home. I like it. Let me just, he's got his extended shift knob. Is this?
Buddy Club short shifter.
Buddy Club, okay.
Buddy Club short shifter.
All
Acuity, all Acuity bushings, the detent springs, the shifter spring is Acuity.
Yep.
Has sport solid mounts all the way around, so like everything in here vibrates.
I know, it feels like a little race car, guys. Look at the gauges.
Oil, my boost gauge and boost controller, then wideband, and then my ethanol gauge is down here.
One thing I love about the 9th gens, and I've stated this before, you guys can see the interior. Everything comes out towards you. It's like this is how it's supposed to be. Yeah, see what she's got, man. I'm pretty excited. Sketch, boy. Remember, buckle up, kids. And we officially have 3 people in the vehicle right now, so I don't want to hear none of you complaining about it doesn't pull hard enough, because this is a little excessive, and even Brian knows that.
It's okay.
That little backfire. Believe how good this thing feels, man. There's no lag at all, like you said.
Second gear.
Brandon in the back. What do you think, Brandon? I mean, does that change your opinion? Have you been in a supercharged 9th gen?
I haven't been in any turbo V8.
Pulling with 3 people in the vehicle, guys. My mind's blown, man. And that's conservative. You can up the power, right, if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Like Derek did a conservative too. He backed me down. It was I think we got it up around like 450, and it started breaking up bad on the top end.
Yeah.
So he backed it down to 420.
420 in this thing, man, with 3 people feels, I don't know how to explain it. It's just a really, really good feel. It pulls, it wants to keep pulling. I think I would get a turbo just for the noises. Like, there's like 5 different noises coming out of this thing. Like, oh my God. God, that's so addicting. What's the key to keeping this thing reliable for you, man? Do you just
beat it up every day?
don't beat it up every day? It's consistent oil changes.
Yeah, you got to pay attention to that stuff.
Keep your PSI kind of like at a controllable limit.
Like, you really, like, honestly, you can still beat the shit out of this every day. The stock Honda gear fluid is way too thin for the abuse you're putting on it when it's boosted, or even if you just drive aggressive all the time. Yeah. So I switched over to Redline manual transmission fluid, anything that's like shock proof.
Right. I gotta say, I'm impressed, man. I want to thank you for the ride. But, you know, my goal was to come out here and at least do a nice review on at least one 9th gen, and I gotta tell you, man, I'm impressed with this car. It feels great. You know, I think it's been a long process, but you got it done in a pretty quick manner. And, you know, you're happy with it, right? I mean, it gets the job done. So at the end of the day, that's all that really matters. The wheel color, loving the wheel color right there. And I also love the front end on this thing. He's rocking that's Civic carbon fiber. You guys can see it's vented. He's got the whole vented hood with the slots in it, which really complements the front end of the vehicle. Got these custom, pretty much, skirts. Boosted bra. I have the bike on the top, rocking the Mugen wing right here. One other question, what are you running for an exhaust? Are you just running a straight pipe right now?
No, it's a full race, no resonator. There's somewhat of a muffler left.
Okay. What do you want for suspension?
Air lift performance, it's back,
nice.
And then 3P management.
Hell yeah, man.
iBox sways, Suramoto W-brace, K-tuned crash bar in the front, Suramoto rear lower tie bar.
Nice, man.
Suramoto trunk brace.
Tastefully modified.
A whole bunch of mods that you can't see.
I know, right?